think we're at the dawn of a new era, and I think it's going to be very exciting to push the envelope and provide a reason for people to be excited and inspired to be human.
The universe is the answer. What is the question?
But I think we want to obviously do our absolute best to ensure that the future is good. You know, that the future is something that you can look forward to and not feel sad about.
I don't ever give up.
Elon Musk is one of the defining figures of our times. Some see him as a world-saving hero, others as a Bondian villain. Sometimes an eccentric, almost trillionaire, and dangerous influencer. Musk leaves no one indifferent. Even the most disconnected from the business world know and have an opinion of him. While not the first, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates could have beaten him to the punch. Musk is the epitome of a business rock star. A real-life Tony Stark minus the sci-fi armor and superheroics. But not for lack of trying. Musk is known best for his Tesla and SpaceX brands and the controversial purchase of one of the public squares of the internet, Twitter. But what is it about him that provokes such heated reactions? Is it his persona, his actions, his wealth, or his political stance? Find out as we dive into the character that is Elon Musk.
How do you describe yourself?
I usually describe myself as an engineer. That's basically what I've been doing since I was a kid. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future in wondrous new technology, where you see it and you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How's that possible?
Elon Reeve Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa on June 28, 1971. His parents are May Musk, a Canadian-born dietitian, and Errol Musk, a man of multiple trades and, more notoriously, stake owner of an emerald mine in Zambia, which according to himself, made the Musk family wealthy. His maternal grandfather, Joshua Haldeman, was also well known for breaking records by taking his family in a single-engine Belanca airplane to Africa and Australia. Musk has two younger siblings, Kimball and Tosca, and two estranged younger half-siblings. Musk has Asperger's syndrome, which puts him on the autism spectrum. After high school, Musk moved to Canada, where he enrolled at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, before transferring to the University of Pennsylvania. There, he completed studies for a Bachelor of Arts degree in physics and a Bachelor of Science degree in economics from the Wharton School. While an up-and-coming entrepreneur, he founded Zip2 with his brother Kimball and Greg Corey, which provided licensed city guide software for newspapers. Zip2 soon found contracts with some of the country's largest newspapers and, later, were bought by Compaq for over $300 million, with Musk receiving $22 million for his 7% share. In 1999, he co-founded X.com, an online bank and email payment company, later merging with Confinity, a software company that later became PayPal. When PayPal was sold to eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion worth of stock, Musk was still the largest shareholder, thus netting $175.8 million.
Hi, Elon Musk. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and Elon Musk anxiously waits for his golden payoff, his prize for paying his dues in the valley.
I expect to receive a car that I've just bought, which is called McLaren F1.
It's $1 million for a car. It's decadent.
There are 62 McLarens in the world, and I will own one of them.
Despite the runaway success while barely 30 years old, Musk's popularity links to his SpaceX and Tesla ventures. Tesla and SpaceX were risky ventures and were on the cusp of failing even before they could start. Musk knew it, but still bet his fortune and reputation on them succeeding. And, incredibly so, they did. Thus, the legend of Elon Musk was truly born.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elon Musk!
Media attention helped his growing popularity and helped him voice his stated intentions to advance human civilization to make the world a better place.
Okay, Mr. Musk, how are you?
Congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you very much.
Elon,
Thank you.
those Merlin engines are fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
You do?
Yeah.
Then we'll make it work.
It's no wonder that he has gained notoriety for being a real-life Tony Stark, the fictional billionaire also known as the superhero Iron Man, who decides to use his vast wealth and intellect to save the world. In the Avengers movies, Stark even claims to create a suit of armor around the world, like a global agenda to protect Earth from threats.
What we needed was a suit of armor around the world. Remember that? Whether it impacted our precious freedoms.
Are you sincerely trying to save the world?
Well, I'm trying to do good things, yeah. I mean, saving the world is not I mean...
But you're trying to do good things and you're a billionaire. I mean,
Yeah.
that seems a little bit like either superhero or supervillain. You have to choose one.
The fast way is drop thermonuclear weapons over the poles.
You're a supervillain. That's what a supervillain does.
Yeah.
This notoriety has, however, revealed itself to be a double-edged sword. When comedian and political commentator Stephen Colbert said he owned a Tesla,
So let's talk about the Tesla. I have a Tesla.
Yeah.
Okay, and I love it. I love it.
the crowd reacted positively, which is a testament to the brand's popularity. However, this notoriety also made his social faux pas and somewhat social awkwardness much louder. Take the controversy due to the Tom Luong rescue, or his appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast, where consumption of cannabis led to a significant amount of backlash, especially to SpaceX, or his children's naming conventions. It hit a fever pitch when he proposed to purchase Twitter itself, which led to a long process that ended up with Musk successfully owning it. There were several overhauls to that social media app. Still, most were highly controversial, such as allowing banned accounts to return, including former President Donald Trump and many conservative talking heads like psychologist Jordan Peterson, the kickboxer turned internet personality Andrew Tate, and the media group Project Veritas. This fact has put Musk into straight villainy to some, with many celebrities announcing their departure from Twitter, with the media tarring him as a dangerous despot. Now, Musk might as well be Lex Luthor, Superman's arch enemy and morally corrupt billionaire. His political outspokenness turned some who once championed him against him, especially as he began espousing a right-wing conservative bent on his social network, Twitter. Buying Twitter seems to bring to light the conservative side of Musk. Before that, he was admittedly moderately left-wing bent. Musk stated that he was primarily uninterested in politics, though he supported Biden and other Democrats before him, like Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. After owning Twitter, though, he became outright conservative, anti-globalist, and anti-woke. Either Musk is playing the attention economy card to his advantage, or we're witnessing the birth of Twitter becoming a mainstream conservative platform before our eyes. Musk's dedication, business acumen, and controversies could also sprout from his Asperger's.
Social cues were not intuitive. I would just tend to take things very literally as just like the words as spoken were exactly what they meant. But then that turned out to be wrong. They're not simply saying exactly what they mean. There's all sorts of other things that are meant. It took me a while to figure that out. I found it rewarding to spend all night programming computers just by myself, and I think most people don't enjoy typing strange symbols into a computer by themselves all night. They think that's not fun, but I thought I really liked it.
Still, others with the same condition didn't garner the same notoriety. It also cast certain moments from his past in a different light, such as being removed from being Zip2's CEO or firing from PayPal. Even his family's fortune has been under scrutiny due to his father Errol's stake ownership of an emerald mine, which may or may not have had slave labor. All of this made him unfairly a target, such as the recent mass firing at Twitter, which garnered severe criticism, along with some of the changes he made to the platform since the buyout.
In the meantime, we continue with the news this Friday night and to thousands of jobs lost. Elon Musk, who now owns and, of course, runs Twitter, and now thousands of workers learning they have lost their jobs after being told to check their email. Reports tonight roughly half the company's 7,500 employees now out of work.
While all this might seem alarming, the truth is that many tech companies also had layoffs that surpassed those on Twitter by a considerate amount but did not gather as much criticism. And while his Hyperloop and Neuralink projects have been struggling and have faced a great deal of skepticism, it's not that different from the growing pains Tesla and SpaceX suffered once before. So, is Elon Musk a hero or a villain? Opinions are more divided than ever due to the current political climate and Musk's fueling that particular fire. However, the truth remains that Tesla and SpaceX are power brands and potential tools to serve Musk's purposes. There's no denying his accomplishments, and many admirers in high places swear on his effectiveness.
Speaking of electric vehicles, what do you think about Tesla? Is that company going to become a major player?
Well, it's already created more significance than anybody would have predicted. And its founder is bold and brilliant and swings for the fences. And of course, people like that get some remarkable results, and sometimes they get some quick failure. And I haven't the faintest idea how Elon Musk is going to turn out, but I think he's got a considerable chance of success and a considerable chance of failure. He seems to like it that way.
Musk's status, business acumen, fortune, and outside-the-box thinking may make him the perfect candidate as the world's ultimate hero or villain. He remains one of the wealthiest people in the world according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index and Forbes' real-time billionaires list. If humanity eventually replaces all fossil fuel for electric transportation and becomes a spacefaring civilization, Musk played a considerable part in making that come true, and how much of a net positive that is. For now, we have the superstar, the philanthropist, the visionary, the instigator, and the madman.
So then I was like, man, I'm just like struggling to find meaning in life here. And then I read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and basically what Douglas Adams was saying is that we don't really know what the right questions are to ask. Like, the question is not, what's the meaning of life? In the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and Earth, it turns out, is a big computer and its goal is to answer the question, what's the meaning of life? And Earth comes up with the answer 42. This is where the 42 number comes from. Mm-hmm. And 420 is just 10 times 42.
One order of magnitude.
Yeah. In that book, which is really sort of a book about, it's an existential philosophy book disguised as humor, they come to the conclusion that no, the real problem is trying to formulate the question. And to really have the right question, you need a much bigger computer than Earth. And so maybe like one way of characterizing this would be to say the universe is the answer. What is the question? What are the questions? The more we can expand the scope and scale of consciousness, the better we can understand what questions to ask about the answer that is the universe. The more we can expand consciousness, become a multi-planet species, ultimately a multicellular species, we have a chance of figuring out what the hell's going on. And so
And this is why I think we should have more humans and more digital, both biological and digital consciousness, and why we should become a multi-planet species and a multi-stellar species, is so that we can understand the nature of the universe.